Okay. All right. How's it going, fellas? There we are. Welcome, Internet. Good evening. So, let's jump right into this. Last session began with the second half of the encounter, where this group of adventurers sought out an abduction. Well, not sought out. They perceived an abduction as they were having traveling from the dock ward to the north ward along the high road. Springing to action, engaging this faction, and eventually saving this lady. Victor, as you moved inside the house, you saw another enemy and this human that was bound by chains that almost immediately turned into a fire elemental and just set the whole building ablaze. As one escaped, I believe it was only one. Crass eventually just put the half orc to rest as the rest of you were moving forward in the adventure, and you guys made your way up to the North Ward, along Troll Skull Alley, and you started to see your once dim and dull tavern come to life with these magical billboards and lighting, and you heard a bard singing a towel. You guys entered and saw Carver's. Well, I think Taruk is probably the only one that met him. You saw a gnome innkeeper, Mr. Cogs, that greeted you happily, told you all about the upgrades and that he owed some money to some people, and that the rooms are mostly being full every night. The performers are there. He also has a menu, which I have to send you. It's pretty cool. You, I think, pretty quickly, the core being Victor, Crass, Carver, and Taruk, found your way into your quarters. Taruk, you did find out that Mr. Cogs does have the Aarakocra still, but they are in the bird coop out back. I believe Diago and Thane stayed downstairs.
Yep.
Diago was keeping an eye, or not an eye, an ear towards the stairway, trying to pursue, gain any intel about this group that he could. Probably an hour goes by, and the lady, let's see here. I have her name. I know I think I gave it to you guys.
Lady Lise.
Yeah.
Harrogate.
Harrogate. Lady Harrogate. Who has flowing, thick, like blondish, dirty blonde hair. Is wearing a gown of not like a dress, but there's there's rips and it's dirty, stained in spots after the abduction. Um, Comes up and pulls a chair and sits at your table. And she says, "So, am I supposed to stay here tonight, or am I free to go?" To Thane and Diago.
I didn't realise I introduced myself to her yet.
No, no, but good point.
I thought that Thane, wasn't he like sneaking around, like sort of spying on
Yeah,
everyone?
that's a good point. That's a good
I
point.
was just chilling in the bar with like one of those festival masks.
All right,
on.
yeah, that's right. My bad.
I had to disguise myself as just some woman who was chatting.
Yep. So both of you see her look around, looking for somebody, and then she goes up to the innkeep, and she goes to pull, like she goes in her pocket, and she doesn't have any coin. And she pulls the necklace off, and she hands it to Mr. Cox, and he gives her a key. Yes, they.
Just as she's about to hand the necklace over, I'll take my mask off, leave it on the table, walk over to the bar. I'll put a coin down for a room. So nice to see you got out safe, Lady Harley.
Oh. Do I know you?
Let's just say I came across news of the ambush and I went to try and help prevent it. But I got captured.
Yes, I saw you for a second. Thank you, I guess.
I was. I'm just glad to see you got out safe. And out of the Nightshade Syndicate's hands.
Is that who it was?
That's what I believe they were from the movements I've been tracking.
But that's not good. I can repay you, and I owe anybody that was involved in that much more than gold, or coin.
It's fine. Any chance to put a wrench in the cogwork of a Nightshade Syndicate is enough for me.
Every time you bring up the Nightshade Syndicate, you see like a shiver, or like a twitch or a turn away. I don't know where the group went that was responsible. But
It seems they have their own. I think this is their own tavern, I believe. It seems, maybe.
Entrepreneurs and saviors. Not a bad combination. Well, maybe I'll go rest. I would love the opportunity to thank them. So, if you see them at any point, and I am still here, please come get me.
Certainly will.
I shall put her necklace back on, grab the key, touch her hand kind of softly, and give you that kind look again. And walk up the stairs and find her room. She's a little disgusted with this, even though for the people that've been here before, it is a vast improvement. This is still, um,
She's a noble.
yeah.
So
And about the time when she goes upstairs, Diago and Thane, both of you see this roughened dwarf just barge through the door and look at Cogs and Quinn the entertainers onto his next song. Um, you know, there's still a handful of people in the bar, but it's getting thin. Mr. Cogs goes up and speaks to this dwarf, and he just pulls up like there is a bar stool by the door. There was like a human with brown hair had, but it like is quickly pulled out for another bar stool that's a little bit shorter and has much thicker legs and spokes to it. And you can see, hey Todd, you want to go ahead and describe what they see as you like sit down next to the door?
Sure. Rough.
oh boy.
Young. I mean, the dwarf has like a giant kind of like mohawk on his head, unlike the person playing him. Covered in armor, just like spikes coming out from every which way. Kind of has to figure out how he's going to sit in this chair because his armor is just really offensive. You know, couple scars on his face, big old great axe kind of hefted over his back, and just instantly into his cups. Looks very comfortable with his body and his just his being, but it's just a gruff-looking son of a gun, like a porcupine.
And you can see from the reactions of probably 2/3 of the customers in here or patrons, they don't even react to it. And you get the sense that they're the regulars, but the other third of the people, like, they look at them and they pick up their tankards and they go to like the next table over slowly, and you know, it's not like they run away, but you know, just sits down. You see Mr. Cogs go over. Hey, glad you could make it. Oh, here's your pay for the night. Drinks are on us, as always. Keep us safe.
As they could be.
Hey, I heard, you know, and he pulls out this book, and, yeah, the Golden Lily Jewelers, they were taken for last night, so I'd appreciate if you, keep an eye out after close too. Man, I don't know what's happening, but the Northward's getting bad.
Nothing we can't handle, right? You said the Golden Lily?
Yeah, the Golden Lily. It's a jeweler. Down a block.
Can look into it for the usual fee.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I told you once that my daughter was an adventure. Maybe they'd be interested in assisting with that. You know, I don't know. I honestly...
I am not a babysitter, Mr. Cogs.
Yes.
You pay me good money to do a certain job.
Okay. I'm sorry. Listen. I trust you. You see, like a bead of sweat, start running down his face. He respects and is 100% intimidated by you. So, yeah.
We're on the same page.
Okay. Do you want the fee up front now, or
I find that's best.
Okay. He goes back around the bar, pulls, another series of coin out, and he hands it to you.
I just drag the entire flagon of ale that I have. Just one long.
Great. Yes. It's always best to heighten the awareness. Okay.
Pleasure is always, Cogs. Pleasure is always.
All right. He starts looking around, picking up, empty tankards on tables that have been left and such. Quinn keeps on singing as the night carries on a little bit. Is there anything you guys would like to do before we rest?
Not
Yeah, I have a
particularly.
couple things. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna get a room, still as this woman that I'm disguised as.
Yep. Room is 4 silver.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and that's only because the only room they have left is a little bit bigger room.
Yeah, totally fine with him. So he'll pick that up. I would like to. Can I talk to Mr. Cogs?
Yeah. Like he'll come by the table. He's got like three empty mugs in each, of his gnomish hand. He's kind of balancing it and tipping over and puts them up. He's hey, what can I get for you?
Hello.
Yes.
I'd like to. Do you guys do dinner services?
We certainly can. Yeah. I
I would like to. There's a group that came in not a while ago, and I'd like to buy them dinner for tomorrow night anonymously, just as a token of my appreciation.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you. You should know they are very well-traveled adventurers, and I'm sure they will appreciate this.
Perfect. Could you just deliver dinner to them tomorrow night, whenever it pleases, around 8 or 9 o'clock, maybe?
Oh, a late dinner. Sweet. Perfect. Is there anything that you would like to have? I can tell you that on our menu for tomorrow night we have we have the shepherd's pie planned and a banquet burger currently, along with actually we also have the dragon fire chili.
Can we do all three?
Ooh, sure. Yes. For all of them?
Yes, please.
Okay. He pulls out a little spiral notebook from his apron and a pencil. Starts writing it down, tallying it up. Okay. For all three, for the 4 of them upstairs, that'll be 7 silver.
Lovely, perfect. I'll cough up the silver.
Yep. Awesome.
Thank you so much. Just make sure you keep it anonymous, please.
From Anonymous.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yes. No, thank you. Pre-orders are always appreciated. All right.
Oh, and if I didn't say, could you have it delivered to their room?
To the room. 100%.
Yes.
I can do that. Tomorrow, between 8 and 9, delivered to the room.
Lovely.
Perfect.
So I'll leave, and then can I spend the rest of the night going to like the library or local records and looking at who established this inn and just get as much information on it and the people who established it as I can.
Yep. 1 second. I mean, you have contacts, so you can get into records rooms after hours.
Yep.
Give me an investigation check.
All right. 1 second. Ugh. Come on. Investigation. Bang. 29.
Oh boy. Okay. So recent, I believe, did Kaladin sign for the inn?
I believe he did, yeah.
Yeah. So the most recent ownership that you find is of Kaladin signing
I
for
thought he
it.
and I both. I thought
And
he and I
Taruk?
both signed for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both do
Okay.
that one.
All right. And then before that is a Mr. Volo. God, I don't remember Volo's last name. I have it reading.
Like Prince, he only has one name.
It's Volo.
It's Volo.
It's come on. Where is
Volo.
Hold on. I'll just Google this shit.
Volo.
It's like
Out west.
Vamp.
Paris Volo.
Volo's full name.
So his full name is Volo Thamp. I don't know what his last name is,
Yeah.
but his actual.
It's Volothamp Getarm.
All right. I'm sure I'm aware of Volo.
Yeah. He's had a couple books published, with just horrors and other monsters that most people consider non-fiction.
Sure.
And before that, hold on here, let me find it. Was a retired adventurer named Gallon Stormshield. Who, you probably heard, fag, like, hand-me-down stories about his adventuring past, but he was an obese ex-adventurer that was very jovial in his personality, hearty laugh, and as you start digging into the records and like cross-checking, he passed away, or he was murdered. There's no definite sign.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't tell in that.
Right.
And before that, it goes to, just a series of names that you don't know. But Galen owned it for probably a decade before Volo acquired it. And Volo had it for almost a year before it was signed by a Kaladin and a Taruk.
Cool. Okay, so after that, I will head back to the room that I got. And I'm just going to slip my card under each of their doors, or if they have one room.
It's one room. So, like, as you go up the stairs, the second floor has like about 10 rooms, I believe. and that's where your room is. And there is a stairway past that that goes up to like a landing where there is one like a door with you assume that goes to a grand room. It is locked off. Faint arcane sigils surround it.
Um, yeah, I'll just grab I have like a little business card, and I'll just slip it underneath, and I scribble a message on it.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll go to my room.
Anything else? What you want to here? We'll do the message when they get it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
was my plan.
Okay. Thane, while all of this is going on, the music starts to die down. You see this massive dwarf guarding, the door. Excuse me. Is there any?
Hey, wait.
Ooh, go to stream.
There was with my passive perception of 20. Do I see any sigils or markings of this burly dwarf belong to any kind of group? Perhaps.
Let's see here.
Or does he just seem to be just
Don't
a
you-
merc for hire?
Yeah, I would say he definitely looks like the biggest, baddest bouncer that you've ever seen at a bar.
With my background with being a mercenary veteran, I can identify others. But-
Ooh. I don't know.
I would say he would know the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's iconic. It's iconic.
Yeah, but
Gargoyles
Battle
armor.
Rager armor. Very nice.
If you don't mind, I'll just say it. You would recognize that it's like Battle Rager armor, and that I would say you don't see any like sigils or anything like that, just because like this guy would say, I don't fucking need that.
I'll just chill out, wait until it's pretty much no one down here anymore. I'll eventually make my way out because you said you sold the last room.
Yeah, the West.
So
Yeah, the lady and Diago bought the last rooms.
yeah, just as I was about to step through the door to exit, I turned to Gushnosh. I don't happen to know any other taverns with available rooms around here.
What do I look like to you? Fucking concierge?
Someone who knows this place.
Oh, stables around back. I just keep an eye on who comes and goes, like I'm asked to do. Drink all the ale that's not pinned down. Take the money from any fools that are willing to roll the bones. You know what I mean? I myself, I'm gonna find a nice stack of hay out back, drink until I can barely stand, and fall back there.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't get any ideas. There's only room for one.
Sure there is.
What's Thane look like?
Yeah,
Fine.
it's good.
So
Sorry.
obviously I've got my mask off now. It's all good. If I can get my image up.
Like I don't know if like you'd be like a prick to everybody sort of thing. I don't know.
He's about 4'5" human. in leather. He's got a dark greenish cloak, and he's got a oak twisted burled staff he's walking with. But he's definitely got some faint scars on his face, got a bit of a scruffy beard. He's got hair freely hanging down to about his shoulders.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, sure, I'll be seeing you around. Head out and just find
You're-
some random ass in. Catch a room. If not, I will. Let me see. How long does this actually last? Creatures. I'll wild shape into a squirrel and just sneak in somewhere.
Like, do you wild shape as a squirrel, like in the inn? Like, do I see
No,
it?
as I'm out when I'm outside.
Oh,
I'll
man,
go
I was having, like, in the
outside.
door.
I shit my pants.
You'll probably notice some kind of shift outside the door, but if you look out, you just
It's a squirrel.
see a squirrel, and I'll kind of just go off, and I guess I'll go sleep in the stable.
Okay. All right. I mean,
I can hold
the closest
I can hold-
inn from where they are is a couple blocks away. So it really depends on how far you want to travel and how close you would like to stay.
I'll just bunk it in the stable.
Okay.
I can
As
hold
a
my
squirrel's
beach
probably
for
not too bad.
5 hours, so I'll kind of wait for a couple of hours until Gushnava kind of came round, probably passed out from over drinking, and I'll just kind of hide in the corner.
All right. Yes, Taruk.
Sorry if I could get my mouse around my different screens. I wanted to interject, but everyone was doing so good. So, while there's still anyone there, whether the barkeep is cleaning up, and,
Yep.
and Gosh Nosh is probably, you know, on his 6th or 12th or who knows what of leftover beer. There's gonna be like some quick footfalls coming down the stairs, like like really light though, so like a kid just running down the stairs. You'd think it's gonna be a kid, but it's this 5'2", like Aarakocra that looks like a falcon, and he just like runs right up to the counter. Hey,
Yeah. Yes.
Can I get some hot water upstairs? So I just want, you know, a little bit of tea before I get off. But,
Oh, sure. Yeah. Hot water. I can do hot water. Bust through like the saloon-style doors into the little kitchen area. Pans clang for a little bit. A little bit of you know, like they overfill the cup late at night. Perception's off. All right, and brings a you know, a kettle out to you.
perfect. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the morning. He runs back up to his room.
Yeah.
Gogs.
Yeah.
Gogs.
Yeah. What's up?
That was a bird, right? That was a bird, man.
Yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
that too.
No, we got more of them. We got more of them outside. You know.
Thank you, Cogs. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right.
What a weird city. Weird city.
All right, so Thane curls up. Diago, you find your way to your room. Goosh Dash.
Gush.
Gush.
Gush, gush.
Gush. Sorry.
Gush Dash.
Gush
Kush,
Nash.
kush.
Gush.
Who's
I mean, your job's the night watch. Go ahead and make me a perception roll. Taruk, you're having tea before you go to bed. And Victor, is there anything you want to do before you lay down for a long rest?
Victor hasn't been seen since he went to the room.
All right.
I rolled an 11.
For
So
Gush, I
flicker
probably
of candlelight underneath his door.
I rolled an
That's
11. I
all.
just heard. What'd you say about candlelight?
So there's just a faint flicker of candlelight underneath Victor's door. Otherwise, he hasn't been seen or heard since.
All right.
I'm not looking that hard. I'm just kicking my feet up on a bar stool. Yeah, I tend to like let my looks do the looking for me.
Yep. The last patron finds his way out. Yes, Diego.
Gush would probably see. I probably come in late, so like after everyone's gone, all the patrons are gone, I'll come back in. Probably not disguised anymore. So Gush sees this very pale elven man with this medium length, very straight gray hair, sharp features. He's probably like 5'8", and he wears pretty plain clothes, but this longer white, like an off-white jacket with these sort of bigger, not puffy sleeves, but just like wide sleeves. He'll just eye you and then walk to his room.
About halfway through the night, Gush, you pass out in your chair.
Don't even make it to the barn.
Yeah. No. You know, y'all get your long rest, and Gush, you're woken up in the morning by one of the barmaids coming through the door and going directly to the kitchen, and you smell like warm blueberry and honey and the smell of fresh bread being made as all of you wake up when you do, when you will, and make your way down for the inn's complimentary breakfast, which today is blueberry bread with a honey spread.
For the main group, you guys find a little card
Yes.
in front of your door.
Yeah, Victor and Taruk. I love
I
it.
always wondered where this Victor name was coming from. So excited to see this.
Yeah, both Victor and Taruk, as you wake up and start preparing to go downstairs, there's like a business card piece of parchment that has just been pushed under the bottom of your door.
I read it.
So one side has that symbol I posted in the general chat, the 2 Ds, and then the other side has business card information. So it gives an address, and it says Detective Daigo, Private Investigations, and then it gives the street address, and then scribbled on it, it just says dinner 8:30.
I use my Eldritch eyes or whatever to detect magic on it. My eyes glow a faint, misty color, like almost, like a gray mist, as I see if it's magical.
Yeah. The fog machine kicks out.
That's so menacing.
Any magical essence to it?
Nope.
Stick it in my pocket.
All right. So, Zane,
Make my
you
way
wake
downstairs.
up. Yeah, so Victor, Taruk, are you heading downstairs? Thane, you wake up, human form, like fully fluffed in some damp hay, straw, with no dwarf to be seen.
Great, perfect.
Getting some of that blueberry bread,
Yeah.
Oh,
slathering that stuff.
Yeah, she's putting it like there's a small fireplace with a cast iron like flat pan that she's like slicing the bread up and heating it up, and then she pulls it off and puts like a little bit of like a honey butter kind of spread on it and starts putting out a spread along with I would say probably some fresh peeled bananas, some sliced grapefruit, and tomatoes, because tomatoes are fruit.
Theodore, I said, darling, you make a dwarf want to retire from this life.
Hey.
Retire from this adventure in life. How do you do with mutton?
Oh, it just takes more attention.
Okay. Speaking of attention, I'll take it in there, Al. Thanks.
All right. I can get you some Al. All right.
I'd like to think once waking up, I'll come through the door and just brushing off a little bit of hay off my shoulders.
Yeah. Gustav,
You found our finest accommodations.
Not too bad. Had rougher.
I'll sit with Taruk and pull out my tea kit and start brewing, get my tea around, have some breakfast with him, offer it to him if he'd like.
Yes. Victor, go, and Taruk, please, go ahead, give descriptions.
You see a tall man, well into his 40s, perhaps even, probably late into his 40s. Salt and pepper hair, with a neatly and well-groomed goatee. Short hair, kind of, short and kind of spiked up slightly, but pretty short. He's got a high back collar up, wearing blacks and deep reds, like a leather surcoat coat with a high collar. He's got very broad shoulders, stands very tall. He definitely is a foreigner. He has an air about him the way he dresses and looks, not from these lands. There's no weapons on him that you can see. Dark eyes, kind of an olive colored skin.
And then, like I was just alluded to earlier, sitting in another chair, but maybe not sitting, maybe like doing that stand in the chair that little kids do every now and then, but it's like squatting down because he doesn't like sitting. Or often will just perch on the backside of a chair. Taruk is a peregrine falcon-esque Aarakocra that stands about 5'2". Obviously a ranger, has a bow that's about as tall as he is. He has, little pouches here and there, but he has like this green cloak that often covers up his recessed wings, gives him a little bit of a hunch. The cloak has like a little shimmer to it. But he does the little like bird movements with his head and stuff, and he's very socially awkward. Very socially awkward. To which he would say, "Oh, did you say mutton? Are we having meat for breakfast?"
Birdman knows what he's talking about here. I mean, this blueberry bread is.
I mean, berries are great, but I don't eat bird seed. Do you eggs? Do we need to go get something?
Oh, we can make you eggs. This more for but anything for you guys.
Just bring it to the table. We'll cough up a little coin if you need it.
Okay. Well, if Mr. Cog says anything for you guys, and I guess Goose too.
We'll feed him.
How do you want them?
Whoever he is.
Scrambled, medium, or
Yes.
raw?
You guys take it cooked, right? I'm talking
Indeed.
to-
Please.
I'm talking
Indeed.
common, right?
Quite strange, as you imagine you eating eggs.
Birds eat eggs all the time. But I mean, I don't do people breakfast. It's weird, eating grains and stuff. So yeah, if you got bacon, do you have bacon?
I'm
Yeah.
starting to like this bird.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
we haven't been here in a while. So the last place I was at, I coerced them into having some chicken for breakfast. So I mean, but whatever we've got in stuff.
Is Taruk a cannibal?
There's a there's lots to
Bird
unpack
of prey,
there.
okay, bird of prey.
Yeah. Sure. So, she'll lean over to you, Taruk and Victor, and be like, "I'm gonna make it for you, and I'm not gonna charge you because Mr. Cog said not to charge you. But I gotta make it look good because there's other guests here, and I don't want them thinking that eggs and bacon are on the complimentary breakfast. All right?"
I appreciate it. I reach in my box and hand her a couple of I don't know what they would come in rolled up. They're rolled up in some leaves, some tea. This is from my land. I appreciate your generosity.
Barter. Ooh, I like it. Nice. Hey, by the way, your accent very hot.
I appreciate your kindness.
In the corner of the inn, you just see Vane spit out his blue.
I oftentimes find that the accent does most of the work.
Well, I will make you anything you want as long as you talk to me like that. And she'll turn around and go into the kitchen. And after
Where is that lady that we saved? I asked Taruk. You've seen the noble.
Well, I mean, we kind of left her downstairs. I think, by accident.
I would imagine she would have gotten a room. I asked her if we could escort her home. She said she did not want to return. I would like to know if she is safe.
Well, we can ask if they have record of her getting a room.
yes.
I look around. Do I see her or see? Do I noticed that individual who turned into a elemental, right?
Yeah, he's.
Oh yeah, I'm not being subtle at all.
Yeah, he's sitting
You
in the
there.
corner. You see him spit him.
The one that lit itself on fire.
Fire!
Yes.
You hear from the kitchen as the bacon grease like pours onto the fire. So, I'm joking.
The young woman, the noble. Do you know if she is safe?
Oh, so yes, Lady Holloway, Hollowgate.
Holloway.
Sorry. Yeah. After you all went up and about your own business, she kind of just sat down here on her own for a while, and she eventually went to get a room. Didn't have any money, but I paid for her room for her. She has a room here.
You are a gentleman. You clearly treat the lady better than those ruffians who accosted her.
Oh, obviously. But anybody seemingly involved in these, I believe they were known as the Nightshade syndicates that were after her, from my investigations. Well, from what I heard. Yeah.
Perhaps you can help me. Have you ever seen this? So pull out the business card with the 2 Ds, slide it over to him. Do you recognize this? It
I'll,
appears
I'll get up and move over to the table.
someone
Yeah.
is reaching out to us. Do you drink
Would
tea?
I would love some.
Start making it for him.
Thank you. Do I recognise Diego's card? Business card?
Roll me a
Yeah.
history check.
History check. Straight roll.
I want Vinny to make a character that doesn't like tea just because he's British.
Hell no.
Hey,
I hate tea. It's the worst in the world.
Nope. I got 15 on my history.
Yeah, you know, you may have come across it once or twice, but not in depth, not to the point where.
I've seen the cards before, but
Yeah,
I don't know
like-
what they're
like
for.
in missions that you were involved in before that may have been aborted or just narrowly escaped. You recognize it, but you don't know anything behind it. Like, you know, I mean, that's not.
Yeah. Well, I've seen this once, and there's quite. Oh, what was that job again years ago? Passes my mind. No idea. I've seen them before, but I have no idea who.
I just want to say, the whole time they're having this conversation, I'm in the booth, right behind them, disguised as a normal man, just eating my food, listening in.
Mhm.
Taruk, did you receive one of these?
Oh, you know what? I did have a little piece of paper come under my door. It looks, yeah, it says the same thing.
Interesting.
And he'll just like kind of look at it again, flip it between his fingers, and kind of like clack his beak together a couple times.
Yeah. It's
Who are
complete.
these Nightshade? Who are these? This organization.
New to me actually.
Any of you know anything about
Oh,
I noticed this dwarf.
So-
What's he doing?
He's shoving blueberry bread and honey spread in his face with Al. I don't know. What are you
So-
doing, Gush?
I'm looking around perplexed at all these tea drinkers. Like, what the hell is going on with the world? What's wrong with you people? You know, I've got my ale and my bread. I'm thinking,
not all of us
Better-
have as such strong constitution as you, my friend.
I mean, sometimes you need an eye opener, right? And so I'm looking around and I'm thinking, all right, at some point I got to get over to the Gilded Lily and see what's going on here. Or you know, looking at all these folks and, you know, I'm just kind of looking around and be like, you know, I guess I might walk over to the table.
I'm gonna say
Well,
this. I want to say this. Like, kind of bring everything to like a group thing.
Yeah.
You smell the bacon in the air, Goosh. You hear the frying, and all of a sudden, the bartenderess brings out like a hot plate that has about 25 slices of bacon and 12 over medium fried eggs, and she puts it down on the bar top that Taruk and Victor are sitting at. Thane, you're moving that way now. All right.
I'd say now it's daytime and it's obviously sat down and talk. Now everybody will definitely notice there's a very faint sigil on my cloak, very worn, quite big but very worn. It's like a shield with a gnarled oak staff going throughout it, and you've probably seen similar sigils like this around, just mercenary sigil, just of some kind of group perhaps. So it's just a way to show that perhaps I was a merc at some point.
I'm biting into the bacon as I look over at the dwarf and saying, "Please join us, won't you? Perhaps for a drink."
I'll go over and I'll smell the tea. And I'll grab my own ale. A handful of bacon. Like a whole handful.
Sizzling hot, crispy.
Juices just going between the knuckles.
What is your name, Master Dwarf?
Name's Gushnosh Rockface. Lately of the in-between. Until something better comes along.
I am Peter von Aslanov, at your service. Battle.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Victor.
Well,
What is this
Vishnosh.
that you're drinking? This is not ale. It smells very odd.
This is quite a wonderful tea from my homeland. However, if you prefer something a bit stronger, perhaps I have something for you. Pulls out this whole bottle. The label's all worn on it. Boom. Pops the cork off. Perhaps a little wine from my homeland. You know, to share amongst new friends.
It's gonna be a brochure for that place, I swear.
I
I bring with me the best of my land.
I don't mind making friends in the new city. But it's
I asked for a couple of wine glasses, specifically wine glasses, shaped
Yes.
for the to open up the flavor.
Anything for you.
Indeed, man.
Yeah.
Can I smell? Can I smell the wine and or the tea?
The tea
give
for
me
sure, I would imagine. The
give
tea
me a
is very
perce-
fragrant.
Yeah, give me a
But,
perception
yeah.
check. Let's see if you can distinguish. You know, there's I want to say the blueberry toast once like it's toasted too is it's
That baked bread
Aromatic.
take over the whole place.
yeah,
Uh,
right.
But if
To-
it's like if the tea's like lap song or something like that, it's like super bold, like
It's unbelievably bold. Yeah, it would be like, and it would be unique. It'd be something. It smell like no tea you've ever had before. The wine would be unique too, but it'd be a much milder smell. I would
Yeah,
imagine.
that's
27.
27. Okay, yeah, so you can distinguish the smell.
Do I know? Can I identify where it's from?
Ooh, definitely not. I'm gonna say because of your background, it's definitely not water deepian
Hmm.
or nothing that has passed through water deep. Meaning, most of the Sword Coast you can rule out.
The wine is a red, and as I pour it, it is heavy, and it has got long legs. It sticks to the side of the glass as he kind of, what's it called when you tilt it? To
Aerate it?
You aerate it a little bit as he does it, and he takes a big smell.
Thank you,
before he
Sam
sets it
Riegel.
down. It's deep red, akin to kind of a blood color, if you will.
I will take one of the little glasses, my maw, spin it around and look at the residual sugar sticking to the side.
It is. You can see the bottle is extremely old.
I'll take a sip and I'll be like, mouthy. And then I'll just
Okay.
clank.
Huckleberry, perhaps.
He just shoots the whole glass of wine.
Shoot.
Better than just mixing it with the tea, as our friend did before. So I felt like someone ran a stake through my heart when I watched her mix the two.
I thought about mixing it with the ale, but I didn't
Oh,
want it. Didn't want it.
wise decision. Well, I believe I would like to meet this whoever's gave me this card, but I am a foreigner to this land. I do not know these the deep waters that you speak of.
What you got there?
I show it to my new friend here. I was presented this in my room, which is odd, for I would imagine very few know who I am or why I'm here.
Looks like some form of common to me.
You're perceptive, my friend. You seem to be a man of strength, though. Perhaps I could use a strong arm while I'm here, perhaps. Oftentimes when I come to new lands, I'm seen as a easy target, though there's nothing easy about me.
You do look a little thin. But, no offense. I'm just...
None taken. I would be quite interested in finding this individual. Perhaps learning why it is he is so interested in me and my companions.
Yes, Thane.
Oh, while we're having this discussion, I'll just excuse myself from the table. I'll go to the toilet. And I walk off, but I'll go upstairs. Do I remember what room Lady Halligate was given?
Yeah, you paid for. I'm gonna say you caught the number on the wooden tag.
I'll quietly go up and just rap finger on the door. Just knock on it gently.
You hear a little bit of noise rustling. Yes.
Lady Halligate, it's me, Thane. I don't realise I didn't give you my name last night. When you paid for your room, you asked for me to notice you for the people who helped save you as well.
Yes.
We are currently seem to have all have a small gathering downstairs for
Awesome.
breakfast.
Give me a second to prepare myself, and I'll be down, please.
All good. I shall meet you downstairs.
Thank you.
I'll make my way back down and back to the table.
Taruk. Actually, anybody got a passive perception over 18?
So, let me see. Jesus. Nope.
All right, Taruk. You're like perched on the high top stool, and the eggs are brought out, and like a nice, real high protein, fucking bad for your heart breakfast is produced for you. Out of the corner of your eye, you see just like a shift in the shadow outside, like as the sun's coming up, but the cityscape is more than several stories through here, so it's cascading this shadow with the sun, and you just see a Skip saying, as you're coming down the stairs from that interaction through the storefront windows, you see a shift too, outside, and probably 40 or 50 feet away. You don't know if it's directed here or whatever, but just a shift.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple minutes go by.
So I'll pipe up to her, say, I do believe Lady Halligate will be joining us soon. As she expressed her wishes last night to meet the group who helped her through the predicament. So she did originally ask me last night to come perhaps knock on her and notify her when group is down or such, so
Nothing gets to me more than the mistreating of a woman. In my society, where I am from, women are honored, they're revered. They are known for having deeper insights. Some may even be able to tug on the threads of fate themselves. We would never allow such insult or injury to befall a woman, especially one of her station.
Now you're speaking my language. It sounds like someone needs their face smashed. We're eating bacon,
Indeed.
smashing faces.
This Nightshade organization sounds as though they are the ones who, to borrow the terminology of my stout friend, a face smash.
Taruk's gonna just kind of give Victor a nod. Victor, I'll be right back. And he's gonna hop off the stool and then just ethereal shift. It's like, boop, gone.
Everybody, give me a perception check, please.
8.
8. Okay.
16.
16. All right.
I rolled a 4, but because of reliable talent, I rolled a 10, so 21.
All right. And Sane?
19.
19. So Victor, Sane, and Diago. You all... Dago, sorry. Y'all taste a little bit of like black licorice. Grace, like you just put on black licorice chapstick. As Taruk shifts and you step.
Yep. I'm gonna go step outside. Go ahead, Thane.
Just simply my facial expression of when that happened.
And I'm not doing the full etherealness spell. I'm just doing the Misty Step version.
Yep.
Which I have both. And I'm just gonna go like across the street and look back at the building. And pop back out.
As you look at the in-between, nothing of intrigue grabs your eyes to the left, which, hold on, it would be the west. But to the east, you see two shadow-driven figures dashing down the alleys. Eventually, making it past your visual unless you pursued
them. Yeah. I'm gonna walk back in front door.
Okay.
Neat trick.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I saw something. I'm gonna go give it a look at you. Victor, we had some prying eyes. They ran down the street and pursued them.
Oh.
It appears that the trouble is not going to leave. Perhaps we should go find it.
At about this time, you see a better kept version, more polished version of Lady Harrogate start to descend down the stairs in her beautiful dirty blonde hair, as her head pokes past the ceiling of the first floor of this open stairway, turns over and says, "Is that bacon?"
When she comes down, obviously wave her over.
It
I'll
is.
stand up and offer him a chair.
It is bacon.
Yes, we have bacon, some eggs, blueberry bread with some honey spread, I believe.
Ooh,
Not too bad.
gosh. Oh. And she's gonna go to sit down, and as she does, let's go ahead and take our break there. All right, and we'll come back and do this. All right. I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna take the last
Okay.
like. There's 10 slices of bacon
You,
left.
you just steal all the bacon.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the two.
Grabs one piece, puts it aside,
Yeah.
grabs the rest.
It's like the whoo, 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 but with big old fat dwarven mitts. It's like a mace. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna mute us. We'll be back
We're back.
in 10 or 15. 1 and 2. All right. Hey. All right. So we're back. So yeah. So as you guys are all eating, well, most of you are eating bacon and eggs. Lady Harrogate comes down. Same gives her a seat. She bows at you, slightly. Out of respect, sits down and says, "Well, I must thank you for saving me. I will say your tactics after the save are a bit odd. But I wanted you to know that I do appreciate what you did for me more than I can express."
Why were these ruffians after you?
She'll lean in quietly, or subtly pull out that necklace, and you see like a gem with these. They're not arcane. They don't glow, but these very unique symbols that align the casing, like think of it like filigree. They believe that some believe that this is a key to fortunes. Well, I guess I was foolish to wear this out of the house, but my mom gave this to me, and she's no longer with us. So when I'm feeling low, I like to put it on, and it brings me a bit of warmth, if you will. See?
While she's explaining all this one, I'll have a quick little look around Cornwall, see if anybody's listening or taking notice.
Yeah.
As she seemed to have lent in and for us to be quiet.
Yeah, give me a perception check. Diego, deception check.
Oh boy.
Right? Am I wrong? You can persuade me with another skill if you want to try, but
Deception makes sense. I'm trying to disguise my body language.
Yeah.
Act like I'm not looking in. All right, let me see.
Daigo?
My skills.
Daigo. And Todd, what is it? It's goosh? Gush?
Gush.
Gush. Gush.
Gush.
Gushnush. I'm so bad with names. I'm sorry, guys.
Gushnush Rockface.
Gushnush. Yeah, Kieran.
30-20.
Damn. 15.
Okay.
Hey.
So by the time she comes down, I'm not gonna say it's filling up because the bar area holds more than what the rooms can hold. So we'll say like 30, 35% capacity. But it's like you're looking around, everybody appears. I mean, you do see some eyes go to this beautiful lady that has walked down, but it's like fucking sloppy dog checking her out, kind of shit. But one person that's sitting in his own booth directly behind you guys, like you you make that eye contact before Daigo looks away, and goes off, and you just catch a bit of creepy dog.
Let me check something.
You'd see he's probably disguised as like pale skinned man with like this big red beard and long braided red hair. Common clothes.
Diego, at the back of your mind, you hear a voice. Can we help you?
Hold on, I feel like I have a thing that maybe lets you not do that.
As I am telepathic.
I don't. All right. You hear nothing back, and you don't see any physical response. He just keeps eating his food.
I'll kind of lean into a group and try and bring it down to a level where this person who seems to be spying on us, can't hear. I believe how to put this. I believe some things shouldn't be said within the open. Prying ears can be anywhere.
Indeed. How many people are in the tavern right now total?
I think
That aren't us.
I think there's 10
Or the others.
rooms, not including yours. So let's say
I should say, how many people are in the dining, like in our area? I mean, if there might be people in the room, but how many other patrons can I see?
Probably
that either don't work
15.
there or
15. Like,
And-
by the time the conversation, like, she comes down and stuff, it's been 30 minutes, an hour since you guys came down, and all of the patrons that rented rooms are now down getting, like, there's like 5 slices of that blueberry toast left,
I'll try and make eye contact with Victor and kind of try and shift my eyes towards the booth where Diego's in.
interesting. I will subtle cast detect thoughts. This individual. Just
Daigo.
a little bit of mist forms in his eyes, just faintly.
I was gonna do that next because I'm gonna do that with telepathic, but go ahead.
Surface
Is there a
thoughts.
save or something? Or
No.
is it just surface?
Surface
Just surface thoughts at first, unless I try to probe deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Let me think. Not. I'm just trying to think of what he would actually be thinking.
Yeah.
So you get, like, not panic. You don't, not a sense of panic, but just like, all right, should move on. Have other things to do. See them later, anyways.
I'll turn and look directly at him.
He's
Probe
he's
deeper.
behind you.
Okay. Then I'll try to probe deeper. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
I believe that's what you have to roll. Let me double check. Hold on. Let's see. Where does it say mine? Does the does that just for attacks, or is that attack rolls? Yep. So that's what you made it. You rolled what you needed.
Okay, so as soon as because he senses it,
your
right?
DC?
Yeah. Oh, he knows. Yeah. he
So
knows.
as soon as he saves, all you hear is white, 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 and he stands up and leaves.
We have a strong mind here who is keeping an eye on us. I'm sure, for he set up a defense.
Thank you for the compliment, Victor.
Of course. I believe he may be part of this Nightshade organization. Who else would be concerned?
But
You know,
the necklace is immediately put behind the dress, and you see Lady Harrogate start looking around a little bit, like, no, not there.
why are they so interested in your necklace?
Okay, as she said previously, they believe it leads to some kind of treasure.
I don't
Should we
believe.
follow? Should we run this man down? Try before he gets too far away.
Well, you do what you want, but it's not a belief. This unlocks something in the temple, and only my family knows where it belongs. I say this with complete trust, seeing how you've saved my life once. That you will not use this against me, please.
You would never. But
Of course.
Shane is right. We are, of course, very exposed at the moment. We either make a decision, we make a move now, or perhaps we retire to a private quarters. Taruk, what do you think?
Well,
What is your bird brain thing? Tell me what your bird brain tells me.
Hold on, I got something for that.
Yeah.
While he's still in, while he's like, Diego's still kind of walking off and still in the tavern. Do you want to talk to him now or no? I turn around and cast Hold Person on Diego.
Oh shit!
There's some PvP shit going down here, boys!
Wisdom saving throw, Diego.
Oh boy.
Daigo.
Daigo.
Oh shit.
It is about to go down.
Sure is. That's a natural one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hog tie right there.
So it's a 17 save.
Petrificus totalis.
Yeah.
But yeah, Diego, as you go to walk out with this like panicky.
You see Mr. Cogs come around and be like, all right, we got another loaf of blueberry bread, everybody. Ah!
Guys,
Should I?
Hit him. If you tie him up, you've made the move. Let's tie him up then before he can run.
It's okay.
I'll walk in front to block his exit.
Yeah.
I get another save.
In a second.
It's every round.
Yeah. Mr. Cogs like tries to create like a distraction. Meanwhile, Taruk, you're the one he knows. Like, you're getting the stink eye from Mr. Cogs. Like, I'm trying to run a business here. You know, that kind of look, and he walks like past Thane and like greets the rest of the people that are here and tries to take everybody off of this locked up individual, giving you guys a round. Now you can go ahead and make another saving throw. But Thane did walk around to the other side of you.
Roll another one.
Yep.
So
Natural ones in a row.
real
Yeah.
quick,
Yeah.
when Taruk got the look, you could see like a parrot, the feather just kind of stick up a little bit on the back of his neck. And he's like, sorry about that. Gosh, could you our friend here is a little tired. We're gonna take him upstairs. Could you go pick him up?
Who? Me?
As he speaks to Gosh.
Oh, he's speaking to Gosh. Gush.
I'm gonna take the rest of the bacon,
There's no
shove it
bacon
in my
left.
face while I'm looking at the eyes. I'll walk over and I'm gonna pick up Dago. Just like,
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Thane, you come with us and the lady as well. Victor, we're gonna go to my room.
For school.
We are going upstairs. Okay.
Sorry about the disturbance.
Doop. Everybody give me a performance roll except for Daigo, please.
Alrighty.
minus
Actually,
one.
he has a.
Mine is absolutely
A 10? All right.
I rolled a nat 1 or a 5.
Whoa. So 7. All right. Taruk.
All right, here's the winner. You ready? I rolled a 2 for a -1.
Whoa.
19.
19. All right.
Nothing to see.
Like the Three Stooges like bumping into each other. And like,
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bit of commotion from the rest of the guests, but Mr. Cogs steps in along with like Thane's actions.
I just kind of like show my mercenary scissors. Just got some simple business. To deal
We're
with.
staying at a mercenary bar! Ah! You see like 3 people like walk out immediately. Like, I'm never staying here.
I
This is
yell
a
at
1
them.
star on Yelp.
I yell at him. I turn around and say, "Hey,
Huh?
back in your goddamn booth and finish your food." Now.
This is bad.
I intimidate. I got intimidation. I'll
Yeah,
roll it.
go for it.
Roll.
Fix this
I
later.
do. If you're fucking intimidating, roll for intimidation. If I know Todd's
20,
roll. Oh my
20.
god! Woo! Yeah, immediately. Like they get up, they say, I'm giving a 1 star on, and you speak up and they shut their fucking mouths, they turn
I'm
around.
shaking this guy by the belt loop.
Yeah.
I'm holding. I'm taking Dago. I'm like, "You sit back down." I'm just like shaking the whole human body. You enjoy that bread.
The whole floor of this tavern gets like needle drop silent. Like you can hear every person that's chewing right now. You can
It's
hear
like drinking with my brother's kids or something.
one of the guys spits the water orange juice out of his mouth because that's funny.
He gets it. He gets it.
His wife gives him a very stern look.
Slap upside the head.
You guys make your way upstairs. As you crest get to the top of the 2nd floor before you make it up the next stairway to your room. Another wisdom save. Because we're going off of movement, baby.
15, which is another fail.
Nope. You need 17 to beat.
Yep. And so you make it into your room, Taruk.
Come in, everyone. Come in. Don't mind the mess in the
quite
corner.
nice.
It's
Mess?
like
Oh.
there's bird poop in one spot, and there's like a bar right above it. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
Give me a bowl, okay? Sorry. The
Give me a
window's too
bowl.
small. I'm small, but the window's too small. Alright, let's close the door.
I'll close the door. And I'll step. Is Lady Halligate?
She'll follow you if you want her to.
Yeah, I had her come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let her in and I'll see you. I'll shut the door and stand near it. And
She'll
I'll drop. Old person.
yeah, and she'll move behind the dwarf and Victor.
Does he go from like straight as a board to like a U shape as I'm holding him by the belt?
Yeah.
He's like planking.
Yeah,
You drop the spell, You just curl down. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Noah, please.
Okay.
Still holding the belt.
Yeah, well, that's why he needs to
19.
make. Yeah, all right. So you can roll off a little bit, but the dwarf still holds you. But you don't take any damage from his fucking gnarly shoulder pads or anything. We'll say. All right, guys. So you're now in the upper dorm of this. Daigo, you are not prone, but probably like on a knee, and
Yeah, I like
you're
fall down to my
you're
knee.
surrounded by Zane, Victor, Taruk, Goosh, and you
So-
can see Lady Harrogate behind, like in between on the backside of Victor and Gooshnush.
Two things I want to do now.
Uh-huh.
Tech magic. Spirit.
There's a disguise on Daigo.
Yeah,
And
you
I'll
also
proceed
get
to,
detected. Hold on.
Yeah.
Your fucking peripherals are lit the fuck up when you detect magic in this room with all of these individuals.
Oh, interesting.
Lit the fuck up.
As soon as I just detect any kind of disguising magic, I'll cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah, that's those are two actions though. Is there anything else
Yeah,
going on?
once after.
So while they just step in and everyone's just got settled, Taruk is uncharacteristically gonna be like, "What the hell is going on?" So we got into town. We did this thing where we saved the lady from the people.
Thank
and then
you.
We gotta run through town, and then you're welcome. And then we get to our place. It's hopping, and then people peeking in the windows. We've got this guy that's on the payroll that apparently I'm paying, and then we've got this guy who I don't know where he's from, and you. And Victor, of course, is a wonderful person. But what? And Carver is painting up the next door neighbor's building as we speak.
Like
Spill.
slow motion pan out the window, and you can see this little, like, homunculus pixie like blue creature just graffitiing the next door neighbor.
She's just through the window in the background of this whole conversation.
Yeah.
She's fine.
He's having a ball.
You missed a spot.
Fuck you!
I think you're right, Taruk. I think things have gotten quite hectic. Perhaps we should just speak to our new friend here and see what
Please.
his business is.
I'll just slowly stand up. If you still have detect thoughts, Victor, you'll just hear
Shit.
yeah, no, you hear like you're not very composed individuals.
I think
Once my turn comes back around again, I'll dispel his disguise.
I have my back to all of them still.
Yeah.
Speak to me. I stay composed. If you wish to speak to somebody level-headed, or you can speak to my dwarven friend. Your choice.
And I just say, because you guys are all using telepathy. I'm having a staring contest. Like, you guys going? Are you gonna talk?
Our friend
So
here
you-
is concerned.
So you guys see just the back of him, and you can see he's wearing like this white mask over his face. He'll pull it off, and you see the gray hair come out.
Speak.
He'll
Who are you and what do you want with us?
Certainly seem to be taking an interest in our conversation.
I'll-
Tea drinkers.
reach in my coat pocket and pull out a card.
No.
You got a gun.
Yeah. He's got a gun. He's got a gun.
I pull out a card
Oh,
and
so
I'll
you are the
throw
individual
it to
who is
Victor.
seeking our attention. You know there is an easier way than spying on us. What is your interest in us? Our actions and
Victor, Taruk, Thane, Carver, Gush.
As he says Carver, he points out the window, and you actually don't see Carver, but you see this bright pink graffiti that is just plastered over the neighbor's like wall outside of their house. But you don't see Carver.
well, you seem to know a lot about us, but yet we know nothing of you.
I know more about you than you know.
I doubt that.
Well, you're not from around here.
Blind
Neither
man
is
can see
he.
that.
That's easy to tell.
I say neither is he, and I'll point at Taruk.
It's not a secret.
There are other of your kind.
Also, do the same method. Go on.
He followed you for about a day, pointing at Thane. Yet you don't seem to have a problem with that.
We'll not catch him. Hey,
Yeah, I openly came to group him in the morning.
What? Sorry, say that again.
I openly came to the group in the morning. They invited me, in fact.
are you part of the Nightshade Syndicate?
Did you read the card I gave you?
Did, but I knew not who. We did not know
What
you
did
were
it
the
say?
deliverer.
It said something about dinner, but that's really it. It just had the two letters on the front, and then the time for dinner on the back.
Read carefully, and I'll show him on the card. It says Detective Daigo with a street address. No,
What are you?
I don't know.
What are you
Could have been a ruse.
investigating? Detective. Do you work for the city? You
no.
private
No.
investigator?
You could say that, yes.
Then who do you work for?
Me.
And what is your interest in us?
Well, you've wrapped yourselves up in a tricky web with the Nightshade Syndicate. I know you're aware of them.
Yeah. Lovely bunch.
And to do
Perhaps
a
then, if
darn
you are
thing.
so full of information, you could tell us more than what we know. Why are they after this lady? Well, we know why, but what do they know, and what is their next move?
Well, if I knew that, I probably wouldn't be sitting at a bar for hours, listening in on your conversations, would I?
Fucking tea drinkers, am I right?
He's a beautiful thing, dwarf.
Wait. Okay.
What do you want to know?
I'm doing my own investigation into the syndicate. The only reason I've been tracking you for longer than you know is because you've gotten yourselves involved in this mess.
Oh, then
I look at Thane. It's the only reason why I was hiding. I don't know your intentions or how you're involved in this until recently. As far as I was concerned, you could have been working for them.
What is he saying in your land? The enemy of my enemy, my friend.
You know, I've heard them say that saying before once or twice.
Perhaps then our goals are aligned. There's no need for such hostilities.
Well, I mean, if we're being really open, which I don't know if we do that with authorities around here or not, but we just stopped a fight because we wanted to save the lady here. We've been out of town, you could say, for quite a bit.
Yes, after opening this place, you left quite quickly.
Flew
Yes.
the coop.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, where's it at?
Hey, who said that? Who said flew the coop? All right, you get a D6 of inspiration for comedy.
Yes, it appears that we may have interjected ourselves into something larger, but I do not regret it. But this lady seems to have to be a fine woman who does not deserve such things. But regardless of our reason, they are now keeping an eye on us, so we are in this mess.
Well, I was planning on getting dismissed anyway.
Then I say, let us find out more, and maybe we could share in our knowledge instead of working in the shadows against each other. You know, we could use the skills of a fine detective and investigator, I'm sure. And no matter how wily you are, I can't imagine you can take the syndicate down by yourself.
Well, that's not my job. I just present the information and let others
To who?
take them down.
Who are you going to present this information to?
There's a variety of options.
Yeah, that's how it is. To the highest bidder.
No.
How they do is that how they do justice around here? I thought the city had its own thing, and you had to like go and register for stuff. I'm confused. Victor, is that what happens around here? I'm
new to this land.
The city has its own investigative services, but they're children.
Taru, give me a gold and I'll tell you the secret.
Hold on. Is this one of them? As he holds up a copper.
No.
Darn it. It was ching 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 ching. One of these ones, and he holds up a gold piece.
Sure.
Sure.
That secret is money solves everything in this town. Right?
I mean, if you say so. I'm not used to using money. But hey, if it works, right? We got some.
Right, that last one was free, the next one will cost you a gold.
That's okay. You're on my payroll, apparently. So what else could we do here?
I am curious why, besides pure heroics, did you get involved in this? Still have yet to figure it out.
Because I did not stand back while someone is going to manhandle a lady. I would not call it heroics. I would simply call it not allowing an evil deed to unfold in front of us. Don't think you have to be a hero for such things.
So it was just coincidence that Lady Harrogate, and I'll sort of nod at her.
Yeah, you see after Victor says that, she like exhales and puts a hand on his shoulder.
Told you, it's the accent.
Thank you.
I'll have to try and learn that myself. Interesting.
So just to cover all of it, we hired a cart from the dock
Yes,
to bring
we
our
did.
stuff. Please don't interrupt. We were coming up, and our friends were in the car. I was not in the car. Same with Carver, who was outside. And then I witnessed with my keen sight that the lady was in the midst of getting mugged or murdered, one or the other, and I had to stop it. I called for my friends in the way that I only do, and we intervened. And then
Intervened.
things happened, and we took her and whisked away back to our place. Not knowing
Don't-
who was doing the doing, we just needed that they be stopped.
Insight check. Not really. Yes. So just happenstance.
But you bring up a good point. That regardless of the reason, we are in this mess now, and I fear that these vile men will not stop. They know her, so there are two options. We can either take down the syndicate, or perhaps take away the burden that this lady holds.
Necklace.
Could we move this treasure, perhaps, somewhere where she even doesn't know? Or remove
See,
the burden of carrying it?
I
doubt that because how precious it is to her.
She takes a step back, and you feel her hand leave your shoulder, Victor.
My lady, I do not mean steal your stuff. I simply mean that either take away the reason why they should have to hassle you. But if we let you go now, the syndicate will not stop. So it's either we move forward and strike at the heart of this evil organization, or we help you find a way to hide it in a different way. I have no interest in your treasure or your secrets. What I have an interest in is keeping you safe and preventing, if these evil men are willing to lay their hands on such a beautiful woman for nothing more than treasure, imagine what else they're capable of. You have no fear from us to take anything from you.
I appreciate your mannerisms, but the Nightshade is not just in Waterdeep. It spreads throughout the Sword Coast. Hiding it is not an option. This
Very
is
well.
the only thing the only piece that I have from my mom. Could you imagine? Do you have something from your family that you cherish so much that you will not let it go, Victor?
See a complete shift in his face when you say that. You'll have no idea.
I'm going to say at this point, that's a little bit early, but probably first is Thane and Tushar. You feel the ground start
You sure? There's a dragonborn in?
Dude, no. Fuck! Probably Thane, it's all the T's. Thane and
Yeah.
Taruk. You feel slight rumble. And the beginning of a scream as all of the screams start to surround you guys. As you hear the shattering of glass. And you feel the boards underneath your feet start to shake and heat up. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Fuck.
Interesting.
Can I cast fly when I start to feel that?
Yeah.
Lift up off the ground?
Sure.
I'd even quicken cast it if I have to make it faster.
Yeah,
Is
you
this
have
a
wings
mark that we can
attached.
see?
I'm going to go round table. I'll start with Thane. What'd you get?
Was it deck save?
Yep.
During. Not good. 6.
6. All right, hold on. Let me write this down. Thane. 6. Taruk.
25.
25. Daigo.
28.
All right. Goosh. Gush.
Oh,
Is this an effect that we can
25.
see?
You don't see it. You're in
Okay,
this
so
room.
13.
A 13?
Yeah,
Alright.
I have advantages on deck saves that I can see.
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah. No, this you don't see.
Yeah.
Victor.
God damn, I've rolled like shit all night. 4.
4. Okay. So, Victor, you look at Taruk, and you can see like a shift in his eyes as he spins round. Taruk, you go to a window, and you can see another shadow shift in this blast of bright orange, reddish energy shoot out below you and pierce, and that's when you hear the glass shatter and boom, a fireball sets ablaze to the whole first floor, shooting up to the outside, like up the floors. Thane, you take 27 points of damage. Taruk, you take 13. Daigo, you take 13. Goose,
I
you take
0.
0. Goose, you take
Evasion.
27. And Victor, you take 27 as the in-between is set
Fuck.
ablaze. You can see, Taruk, as you shift it around, you can see several individuals dash down a back alley. And I want to end tonight's session early, right there.
Dang it.
Oh yeah.
All right. I know it's a
Oh
little
shit.
early, but
How's the lady?
oh, hold on.
I
Let me
just start
Fucking
maniacally
dead.
actually,
laughing.
let me get a pretty dice out for her. I'm gonna get my purple critical roll dice out.
Woo.
She rolled a 19 on the die, so she takes half
Ooh.
points. Harrogate, half.
And she's incapacitated.
No, she
Being
has
a regular human.
she has more than
Yeah.
13 hit points, but she takes 13 points of damage. So it's just like a quick explosion from the first floor that shoots up through the second and into the third. You guys, your damage is less fire. It's like half fire and half bludgeoning. It's like the floor explodes beneath you and shoots you up into the rafters, and you come down. Taruk, you've already moved around, and you can spot. You see individuals 80 feet away running down the point, and we will pick up there next
Damn.
or in 2 Tuesdays.
No.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like I have shards of glass in my face, and I'm just like so excited.
Even more spikes.
And yeah, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
We're good. We're
Hell
good.
yeah.
We're good.
I
Right?
actually dropped Daigo.
We're good. All right.
Yeah.
So
That took an interesting turn.
yeah. Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry, Noah.
Now the whole in between is on fire.
Oh my god.
Don't worry,
Lex is gonna be
Kratos will put it
pissed at
out.
us.
The
Carvel will face the
screams,
dude.
the screams of the people that are on the first floor immediately hit all of your ears. All of your ears. And maybe Gush thinks to a second, I could have had extra crispy bacon. No, I'm joking. That was just for comic flair.
Blueberry toast. No.
Yeah. And we'll end tonight's session there. Thanks guys for fucking joining. I'm glad we're fucking running this shit back.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. We got Arcanus Tuesday and Taratua next Saturday. Oh,
Yes.
buddy.
Woo.
We're
As
like,
you all venture further deep.
into hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's not hell.
We're
It's
in
not
hell. Nope.
We
Nope.
don't know that.
I'm not. I'm just fucking. I'm just trying to be funny.
There's
but-
stairs,
Oh shit!
giant stairs, and fire in a dead city.
We have just been
Joe
marked
Bacon.
in the chat.
In the
We've
chat.
been mic'd?
Lex has just marked us.
Oh shit! Bam!
There we go.
What happened?
As Lex has said,
Do what she
like,
says.
subscribe,
Yeah.
hit that
Man.
notification bell so you know when we are next live. So
You
can
just
join us.
got flashed.
Oh,
Oh.
Like here.
sure.
Hey, I
yeah.
want to be flashed. You know what I'm saying? All right. How many people in this, right? You know, let's be real. All right. I think everybody here would like to be flashed once in a while.
On that note, everyone have a great night.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you.